Hi there, students. I had a question from Vibes about what's the difference between Cognoscenti, Pundit, Aficionado, Connoisseur, and Maven. Okay, so all of these words talk about somebody who knows a lot about a subject, somebody who's an expert in a given field. Let's see, what's the difference? Okay, well, let's see. I think Cognoscenti, this comes from Italian, from Latin, cognoscere, to know. And this is talking about somebody with a lot of knowledge, and not a lot of knowledge about a subject. And therefore, they are an expert. Normally we use this word cognoscenti in the plural. The cognoscenti, the people who know about this. The art cognoscenti said that this work was absolutely marvellous. So everyone else obviously agreed with them because they know better, even if they didn't like it. Okay, so cognoscenti, the people who know. Okay, and then we have this word, a pundit. Okay, a pundit, again, is an expert in a particular field. But most commonly, we use this word pundit to talk about somebody who comments in the media, somebody who gives their opinion, they give criticism. The football pundits were saying in the newspapers that he was the best player ever. So a pundit is one of the cognoscenti who publicly gives their opinion. They commentate about it. Maybe on television, maybe in internet, maybe in various other places. Okay, the next word, aficionado. I think in English I'm going to say aficionado. I have difficulty saying this word because it's a Spanish word, aficionado. And an aficionado, let's see, this is somebody who knows a lot about a subject, but this is because they like it. In English, for me, the nuance of an aficionado is somebody who is not a professional, but they're a big fan of this, they're a big devotee of it, and they really appreciate this subject. And they might not be a professional in this. However, sometimes you meet people who are amateurs, something is their hobby, and they know as much about this subject as the experts, only they're not recognized experts. So for me, the idea aficionado is somebody who likes something but doesn't have professional standing. I'll come back to the origins of these words in a minute. Okay, a connoisseur. Again, a connoisseur is somebody who knows a lot about a subject. It comes from the French word connaître, to know. So a connoisseur knows a lot about a given field. And their opinion is highly regarded. But we use connoisseur particularly in the arts, sculpture and painting and music, or in matters of taste, particularly food, a wine connoisseur, So a wine connoisseur is somebody who knows a lot about wine. So a connoisseur knows a lot about a particular subject. And then we have the word a Maven. Okay, firstly, this word is very American. And a Maven is an expert in a given field. Okay, so he's a football Maven. He knows a huge amount about it. Again, this is valid for all of these these words, but very American. Okay, the final words Vibes asked about was sommelier. And for me, the sommelier is the person in a restaurant who is in charge of the wine. Yeah. So the sommelier is one of the wine cognoscenti. Yeah. He's not an aficionado because he's professional. I would say I would call him a wine connoisseur. A wine maven? Yes, maybe. I also get the feeling that maven is somebody who's very good at doing something. Yeah, they're really skilled. Yeah, also they know a lot about it, but I also think a maven is very skilled. So the sommelier is an expert on wine. Maybe he's not a pundit because he doesn't talk about it publicly on television programs, okay? But the sommelier is certainly a wine connoisseur, and I think connoisseur is probably the best word to describe him or her. Okay, as to origin, I love the variation or the places these words come from. If you look at the word Cognoscenti, yeah, or this comes from Italian, yeah, which comes from Latin as well, but it comes from Italian. If you look at the word pundit, it comes from Hindi and from Sanskrit, pandita, a scholar. The word an aficionado comes from Spanish, and I think in Spanish it has this idea of somebody who loves bullfighting. Yeah, this is a person who really enjoys something. Certainly, in the olden days, an aficionado in English was about bullfighting. So Hemingway was an aficionado or a bullfighting aficionado. Then we have connoisseur, which comes from French, from connaître. Yeah, okay, so to know. And then we have this word maven, which may be American, but it actually comes from Hebrew. Yeah, it comes through Yiddish from Hebrew. Mevin, somebody who understands, a connoisseur, an expert. Yeah, and then the last one, sommelier. Okay, this comes directly from French. Yeah, so notice also the ones that come from Latin, Spanish, French are all of Latin root. Yeah, okay, so a cognoscenti. No, the cognoscenti is plural. Yeah, these are the people who know, the people in the know, the experts. A pundit, an expert who comments publicly about things. An aficionado, somebody who's not a professional but knows a huge amount about something. A connoisseur, somebody who knows a lot about things, particularly when talking about art or fine food and wines. And then a maven, an expert, or maybe somebody who's very good at doing something, an American word. And then the sommelier, this is the wine waiter or the person in charge of the wine in a restaurant and in charge of the wine cellar. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Cognoscenti, pundit, aficionado, connoisseur, maven, and sommelier.